Well, hey everybody, what's up? It's Adam here, and before we get into today's podcast, which is it's another great one by the Bearded Hops guys here, just wanted to give you a little heads up. This week, we're off. We're off a little bit. Chad is in the midst of moving. This week we have already released the Monday bomb beer review, and this podcast was actually supposed to release yesterday, and today was supposed to be released the Wednesday morning hump day beer review, but none of that has happened. And so this week, this is the only podcast that's going to be released. We will not have a Friday morning beer review this week, but we will hopefully cross our fingers, be ready to go next week. So check out today's podcast. Thank you so much for listening. And of course, you can find us at beardedhops.com for all the links. And now let's just get into that beautiful beer footage.
Well, that's it. We don't know what the hell we're doing, and we never have. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Later.
Hey, pass me a beer.
Look, at least promise me you won't drink. Alcohol always leads to trouble.
Hey, who wants to play Drink the Beer?
Right here.
You win.
All right, what do I win?
Another beer.
Just have a cup of coffee.
There it is.
Coffee?
Beer.
I'd kill for a beer.
Cheap beer and a sympathetic ear. Step right up.
Now we go, people. Are you ready, Cadillac?
I ready.
Are you ready, Cadillac? Hey, everybody. How you doing? It's Adam here.
Hi.
Hobbs podcast. And right there wearing the orange, which you could say is Bear's orange, is Chad. Hey, Chad. What's up, man?
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
That's awesome.
I am good. I'm glad to be back off of work travel, and it's good to be back in the podcast studio with you.
Yeah, it's very nice to be back doing this, and it's also nice to have another barrel-aged beer.
Yeah.
Now,
I love barrel-aged beer.
We did a Boulevard before, right? That was one like at the beginning.
Yes. Yeah, we've done at least one Boulevard on the full length podcast, and I've done Boulevard's Jam Band.
Yeah, you did Jam Band. Yeah. So in case you're wondering, Boulevard, that's who we're talking about doing tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna do whiskey barrel stout.
Yes.
Barrel aged.
Imperial Stout. And this one comes in at 11.8 ABV, 32. Jake, yes, we know it doesn't matter IBUs. And let's just go ahead and crack it and pour it first, and then we'll talk about the bottle more. How about that?
First burp. Yeah, so we did the bourbon barrel quad.
The quad, yes, that's what we did. Yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna do better this time in my hump day beer review that just came out. I poured it down here so nobody could see it. I
noticed that.
I hadn't been doing any quick reviews for a while, so here we go.
The pour. Ooh, I got a little bit of like when something's cold, it comes out of the bottle.
The mist.
Whoa. Got a little rush there at the end. So you got a nice head because I think yours is warmer than mine.
Yeah, mine was in my new wine cooler. Thank you, Eric Dirksen. I bought the one that you suggested to me. Yeah, that was in there at a nice 55. So
yeah, I think mine's probably colder. I bet mine is below 50. I'm going to guess mine's between 45 and 50. I took it out of the refrigerator about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if there's a significant difference in head based on temperature.
That's a good wonder. I have no clue.
Well, I remember when we did KBS, we all had pretty good heads on the pour, and I remember Gina had no head.
Hey, now.
Gina had no head.
Careful, kid. Yeah. I don't remember if hers was cold, though.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But it's just interesting.
Definitely, I mean, without even putting my nose in it, you can smell the whiskey.
Yep.
It smells. I mean, come on. Like we had a little discussion this week via Marco Polo, I think it was. But I think it was with the text. saying that barrel-aged beers have ruined my palate because no matter what else I drink, it just doesn't compare to a good barrel-aged beer.
I know. I had I don't know what it was up. We can talk about it when we go over beers that we've had, which I have a lot since the last time we podcasted. But I had one today that probably should have been a pretty good beer. That I was like, nah, I don't really care about this. This is not barrel aged.
What kind was it?
It was another stout, but it wasn't a barrel aged stout. Just a regular milk stout.
I
mean, it was okay, but it was like, yeah.
Now, something we've keep meaning to mention, and I think we keep forgetting, but the price. This one actually isn't really bad in comparison to most. Like I just looked it up. If you're here in the Midwest, especially in Chicago, where we have Benny's Beverage Depot, just because I know they have their prices online, they have these listed as a 4-pack for $15. So that's not bad considering a lot of the barrel aged ones that are back here are $15 for one bottle. So,
right. So you're talking $3.50 to $4 for this bottle of beer, and that's for a barrel aged beer. That's a great deal. It's like the Kentucky bourbon barrel stuff we were talking about a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
For someone that wants to try a bourbon barrel aged beer,
one of those off by the price.
One of these are very reasonable, especially if you can. I bought this in a single pack as a single bottle. I think I paid probably $3.59 for it or something like that.
Most craft beer stores will let you do singles, even if they don't find a new one.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, this is So anyway, I think it's reasonably priced compared to a lot of the other ones we've done. The smell of this.
So we poured it. We're sniffing it.
Oh, you didn't do rules of engagement. Yeah, go ahead. Do rules of engagement. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Still
poured
rusty.
it. Sniffing it. Yeah, we are a little bit rusty. It's been a couple weeks.
Yes.
We'll give it a taste and an initial impression, an initial rating. Then we'll talk about the brewery a little bit, talk about the bottle, maybe a little bit of beer news if we come up with something. There actually was a little bit of beer news today and yesterday. And we'll do a halfway rating, talk about something else, and then finally, at the end, when it's done, we will put the official rating in on Untapped.
And that's right there, folks, are the Bearded Hops rules of engagement. So, all right. So we have poured it, sniffed it. Smells really good. It really does.
Yeah, it's bourbony and chocolatey. That's basically the two smells I get. I know there's more to this beer than bourbon and chocolate, but that's what I get on the nose.
Yep. All right. So before we read the bottle and give anything away, let's go ahead and take a drink here. Bourbon.
It actually doesn't taste like what I thought it would taste like.
I'm not getting any chocolate.
Just a hint for me. It's definitely bourbony, whiskey.
It's not.
Maybe a little bit of.
It's definitely different than a bourbon for sure, which obviously it should be, right? But we've had so many bourbon aged ones, you know.
Yeah, we keep saying bourbon. This is a whiskey barrel aged stout. I don't know. I get there. It's a little bit of sweetness. I don't know if it's chocolate or vanilla, but there's something that's a little bit sweet, and the finish is kind of lightly coffee-ish.
Yes, I was going to say the finish. There's coffee on the finish.
Huh.
It does drink different than what I was expecting, I think, from the smell.
Yeah, really. It is.
It's not bad by any stretch.
No, yeah.
It's just different.
It tastes really good. I like it. You know what it kind of reminds me of is a weaker KBS. Because KBS is like your face, you know.
There's a lot more chocolate to KBS too. Yeah, I taste a little bit. Yeah, I think I can see what you're saying there. But I also feel some heat, like booziness heat, even though it's only 11%.
Yeah.
Which is odd.
Yeah.
You got some. Oh, you're tangled. Look out.
Well, it fell.
Hurt.
The cord
Oh my
folded.
goodness.
It folded
So while he
down.
tries to unstrangle himself, just real quickly, when you look on Untapped, this does have 18,027 check-ins.
Oh, geez.
790
I'm
a month.
Just looking at that as well.
Average rating is 4.08. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know if I can go that high on an initial.
I'm so might as well. So my initial was going to be 3.5. That's what came to me right ahead.
I'm right there, exactly the same. 3.5. I think 4 is really, really strong for this beer.
I think the problem going to be though is this is not going to warm up a whole lot for me.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
true.
So we'll kind of have to see what happens. So the bottle cap, of course, has a Boulevard logo. This is the Smokestack series, which they have their excuse me, their barrel age series, right? Is their Smokestack series, right? And with like the bourbon, the whiskey, the double that we had.
Yeah, well,
Quad.
Quad. Yeah, they've
So
got an
then-
Imperial Stout, a Farmhouse Ale, double IPA, another quadruple ale, and the Bourbon Barrel Quad. That's the Smokestack series.
Is there anything on their site as far as what is in this or what taste you should be seeing? Because really, on the bottle is pretty much like their Smokestack series. For most of them, it has this kind of diamond, whatever logo or whatever you want to call that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call that a
but
logo, but it's
Design.
just a design.
It has a barrel top there with whiskey barrel stouts. One thing we did notice before we hit record here, so on the side here, there is a best drink by date right there.
Yeah.
It's completely empty on both of ours. But then
And we bought these separately. You bought yours in Chicago, I bought mine in Green Bay.
But on the neck of it, it has a date, and usually that date is what you would think of as the bottled on date. I don't know if my camera will focus on this at all, but there we go. It says this beer is from the future because it's October. The date on here says it's October of 2018.
I just noticed something. I wonder if we can decode.
Oh boy. Oh,
What's on the
17?
Yeah, on the top, because it says L 11/07/17/09/03. So I'm wondering
You're right.
if this was bottled on November 7th, 17 at 9:03.
Yep, and mine was October 19th at 13:18, so 1:18.
I bet that's what it is,
Maybe
but I don't know
that's
why. I don't know why they would put a 1 year date after that, because
It's
as a
barrel
as a
aged.
whiskey, yeah. Well, I mean, it shouldn't go
Let's see.
bad.
No, it shouldn't. And then, of
There
course,
is-
on the neck, they have their little Boulevard logo there. So, and then, of course, this
Logo.
if you're pregnant, Chad, if you're pregnant, you shouldn't be drinking this, Chad. Just so you know.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's what I hear. I've never been pregnant, even though I may look pregnant. We're good. We're good.
So I'm on their website, and there is some information on the beers, what we should be tasting.
What does it say, Chad? Please enlighten us.
Okay, this is it's a very short paragraph.
'Cause my attention span is short.
Over the top, surprisingly approachable.
Over the top.
This twist on a classic style starts with several types of malted barley, rye, oats, and wheat. Here are the flavors. Robust flavors of vanilla, espresso, whiskey, chocolate, and roasted grain are balanced by a hint of date and plum. With just enough hops to round it all out. Roughly 1/3 of the final blend is freshly brewed beer. The rest is aged for up to a year or more.
Oh, so they blend it.
More, it says.
Or more.
In both first and second use whiskey casks.
Wow. So there's a lot of different crap there because that'll change the flavor tremendously going just between first and second use whiskey barrels. right? Because the first you're going to get a lot of the flavor.
It's interesting
And
that
then
they
blend
have.
it.
Yeah, it's 1/3 of the final blend is freshly brewed beer, and then the 2/3 of it is aged. So it's not it's not a fully aged blend, fully aged beer. It's a blend of
Interesting.
fresh and a year or so aged beer.
I would say so. Looking at what they said here, approachable, sure, okay. Robust flavors, no. I don't consider this robust.
No, it's good.
It's
The
good.
flavors are there. It's just not. Yeah, it's
When I
not a
think of
robust.
you're just like, wow, like CBS.
Yeah.
To me, that's a robust flavor. CBS.
Yeah.
Right. You know what's in there. This one, the vanilla, I get a little bit of that. The espresso, a little bit of that. Whiskey, yes. Chocolate, yes. Roasted grain are balanced by hints of. The date and plum. I don't know.
I don't get any date and plum. I can taste a little bit of roastiness, kind of on that coffee finish kind of comes through. I do get a little bit of roasted taste in my mouth, but
I'm tasting the roastiness on the breath out.
yeah, I can. Yep, I agree. Hey, folks, and by the way, we apologize for watching on YouTube. We know we got a little bit of a choppy video issue tonight, so sorry about that.
And that might even come through in some of the audio. So, what you gonna do? Chad's moving. His internet provider's already pissed at him because he's canceling his internet. Slow it down or something.
Yeah, this will probably be the second to last full-length podcast. I think we'll probably try to do one next week, but
yeah, probably try to do that one next week.
this will be the
old locale.
Almost done in Green Bay.
And then we are also working on actually having an actual studio here in the Chicago
Actual
location. An actual. That was weak. Sorry, Jake.
So
years.
I was going to say, is Jake in the room?
I know. Tasting notes on this. So aroma is rich malts, chocolate, espresso, whiskey, vanilla, and oak. I don't smell the vanilla. I smell the whiskey, maybe a little oak. I don't really smell the chocolate either. I taste it for sure.
I can smell a little bit of it.
Yeah. The malts are roasted chocolate and caramel. Hops supporting bitterness slightly. They don't really tell you what the hops are. So it is a good beer. When you put it up there though against a lot of the barrel aged beers we've had, because at this point we've had quite a few.
Yeah, we have. And I think the initial rating of 3.5 from most of us is very fair.
Yeah.
It's not exceptional. It's not bad by any means. It's quite good.
But for the price,
it's just not
right.
Exactly.
I think you do need to factor in price, because if you think, and my wife reminds me continually how much we spend on beer.
Yeah.
And then you take into account how much this one costs compared to the KBS, the CBS, the Cuvées, some of the other barrel aged ones that we've had. This is decently priced. I mean, this is one that, it's good enough that I would have it in my fridge. For a moderately priced beer.
For $3, and we'll call it $3.75. That's probably, I'm guessing that's about where it's going to average out. So $3.75 for a 12-ounce beer. If you took CBS and put it in a 12-ounce bottle, you're going to spend $13 or $14 for one bottle. So
that's expensive.
You're getting a beer that's a quarter of the price of CBS and probably a quarter to a half the flavor. So that's probably fair. I think it's really fair.
Yeah. But I think it's really good. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the 3.5 people might think, oh, so it's not really that good. No, it's actually really good. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and we've talked a lot about how we rate beers, and I especially since we're starting to do these, we're going to concentrate on barrel aged beers. So 3.5 is a really good beer. I can't put it in 4 territory unless what I consider it as exceptional. So again, anything above a 3, I will buy again. Between 3 and 4, that's my good to great scale.
Yeah.
4 is exceptional, and 5 just blows you out. It's just out of the park. I mean, that's so 3.5 on a $3.75 beer. I think it's great. I think it's a great deal.
It's good. Just looking at some of Boulevard's history here. Trying to see when they first.
Do you know anything about this color scale? European Brewery Convention, the color of beer, the higher the number equals darker beers.
Is that the SRM scale?
Huh?
I know there's a scale that's an SRM scale. I think it's.
I've seen SRM before too, but I don't know what it means. This is ECB, European Brewery Convention, but I don't know where it starts and where it finishes. This is 282 on the ECB scale, and it's really dark. Really dark. I mean, I can't see through it. There's no light coming through. I wonder. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna make a note right now. That's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. My plan for tomorrow now, after Friday morning beer review comes out, is research the EBC scale.
Where are you seeing the EBC scale?
It's on their website. If you click on the Whiskey Barrel Stout, go to that page where you read that paragraph, the over the top but surprisingly approachable. Just right underneath that, there's ABV, IBUs, and EBC scale.
Interesting. 282 though. I found an EBC scale, but it doesn't go up to 282. It goes up to it goes up to 25.
Really?
Yeah. So on here, here's one that says the EBC of 79 is a stout. So I don't know where they get the 200 number from.
Okay. Well, did you look up just EBC or did you look up European Brewery Convention?
Brewery Convention. Sounds like we're going to a convention.
I love technology, but look at folks. I'm using.
I can't even see that what you're writing there. Look at you writing.
Pen and paper.
I don't understand. That's weird. Pen and paper is really weird. Yeah. So whatever. We'll look at that. I mean, there's an SRM scale and then there's an EBC scale. I'm assuming the EBC is obviously was founded in Europe, and then the Americans, being the cocky bastards that we are, had to make our own.
Probably.
It's usually how that works. So SRM is standard reference.
Probably stands. Oh, I was going to say standard rating Merca.
Standard rating Merca.
That was for you, Jake. Merca.
Jake, yeah. Standard reference method is one of several methods breweries use to specify beer color, calculating the SRM value in the beer. Blah 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 blah. So the EBC is another way beer colors is measured in Europe and stands for European Brewing Convention. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same shit. So
I'm gonna, because I like to do, when we do the quick reviews, I like to show the color of the beer. I stopped doing the light test because it doesn't really show the correct color. But I want to see if I can find some more EBC or SRM ratings on colors.
So this says to calculate EBC from SRM, EBC equals SRM times 1.97. SRM equals EBC times 0.508. And already I don't give a shit.
This is like a kilometers to miles thing. 0.62 kilometer, right? 0.62 kilometers is a mile, or 0.62 miles is a kilometer.
Don't care, Chad. One bit. So I put this right there with the IBUs. I don't care what number you say this color is.
I don't either, but
I didn't say it's dark as fuck, so we're good. There's a
yeah. No, I agree. I just think I've never seen a website put this EBC number out. So now I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Fine. You go ahead and nerd out about numbers on a color. The damn color.
What color's my shirt? Or what number's my shirt? I want to know what color. I want to know what where my orange falls on the EBC scale.
All right, so Boulevard Brewing, if you go to the website, again, it's a pretty nice website. They pride themselves on sustainability. They're a zero landfill facility, so that's nice. They do tours and shit. Where are they? They're Kansas City, aren't they? They are in Kansas City.
Kansas City, yeah.
Yes. What else are we gonna say about these guys? Something about 1989. Blah 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 blah. It's not giving me dates though. No, they are not owned by anybody, are they? Have we confirmed this?
That is correct. Boulevard, as far as we know, is an independent.
No.
Huh?
Duvel.
Well, that's okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess Duvel's is still a U.S. company, but
Yeah, Duvel, aren't they part? Don't they own like Sierra Nevada or something like that? Or
let's see.
oh, maybe it's Boulevard. I'm thinking of from the last time we did it.
2013 Boulevard was acquired by Duvel Morgat Brewing. Terms of the deal were not disclosed, but industry publication Beer Business Daily estimates the sale price was $100 million. Holy shnikes.
Schnacker balls. All right. Well, let's.
So that's a Belgium company. Oh, they sold out.
Yeah, but
Duvel Morgat is a Flemish. What does fuck does that mean? Flemish is a Dutch-speaking northern portion of Belgium. All right, thanks. Family-controlled brewery, so they're owned by another family brewery. Okay, well that's a little bit better, I guess.
right. So Duvel is privately owned, as far as I know.
According to Wikipedia.
Okay, so I just looked up the Who Owns Who list. Boulevard is shown as being owned by Duvel Morgat, but Boulevard is still considered craft. Because I think it's because of the fact that Duvel is a family-owned business.
Yeah. Their annual production is 219,000 barrels.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Get on with it.
All right. Say we're okay. We're okay.
Okay.
We're good.
We're fine.
We're good.
I'm okay. You're okay. We're fine. They do have a Scotch
okay.
ale. Shit, I want to try that.
Ooh, I haven't had Scotch ale for a while.
I haven't had a good Scotch ale. Yes, Jake. I know. And you'll never let me live it down.
What's that? Backwards Bastard or something?
That and the other one too was a Scotch ale. That was a Scotch ale aged in Scotch barrels, which apparently just fucks up the flavor. So don't do it. Because that was horrible beer. That was the worst beer I've had in a very long time. Are you halfway yet?
Yeah, I would consider halfway. So mine is warming up a little bit, and it's getting a little more flavorful.
I was going to say the same thing. But also your palate changes as you drink it, right? So your first instinct of it, and then
you get used to it, yeah.
I am tasting more of the coffee, a little bit more of the vanilla.
Yeah.
I mean, the whiskey hasn't gone anywhere. Thank goodness, because that's kind of why we drink these things. I'm going 3.75. I'll come up a little because I think the flavor is getting better than what I initially thought.
I think I'm going to stay at 3.5 halfway, but I'm really interested to see what's going to happen at the bottom of this glass because the vanilla and chocolate flavors, the vanilla is definitely coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Whiskey stayed the same. I'm still getting some chocolate. Coffee stayed the same, but I'm tasting something that's changing a little bit here. So I could see this raising just a little bit. I might be able to meet your 3.75 at the end, but I'm going to stay at 3.5 for now.
Nice.
Yeah. It's the suspense is killing everyone, isn't it?
Gosh, it is crazy. All right, so halfway point. I will go first with what I had this week.
Okay.
Because Lord knows we're going to be here a while for you. So I actually haven't had. Well, I guess since our last. Trying to think. Did we talk about? No, I don't want to talk about that one because we are going to do that one. Did I talk about the? Yes, we had to talk about that one. See, I'm answering my own questions. Shut up, Chad.
I'm texting Brittany about making me some fish sticks.
Fish sticks.
Fish sticks.
You are so country.
She went and had a really, really nice dinner tonight. So a
she
going
made
away dinner
fish
from
sticks?
her boss, and I didn't have anything to eat for dinner, so I'm getting fish sticks.
All right. So I had a Mars Brewing can music, which is another one of their hazy IPAs. It's pretty good. Not amazing, but I think it's a 3.75. Then it really just gets me to today. Actually, I didn't have these today, but I did check them in today.
Yeah, you didn't drink much this week or last week at all.
I haven't been drinking very much. So I just did the Wednesday Hump Day review. So if you guys want to go watch that, that was the Oberon Ale from Bell's. Go ahead and watch that. I won't ruin it for you. I'll tell you what it was. All right. Did you throw up there? Sound like you kind of threw up.
I kind of held it in a little bit.
Yeah, you did a little bit.
Oh my God, I've had a lot of beer since we last.
Well, because you were traveling too. When you travel, you drink more. So the other one that I had was the Frostbite Black IPA. Actually, it's still sitting here on my desk. This guy from North Carolina, not impressed really at all. So that's all we'll say about that. I gave it a 1.75. 1.75. The other one that I had that I did like, which Chad did a review of, was I finally had Roll Out the Barrel. That was really good. I give it a 4. I liked that one. And I still have more tonight. And Jake's supposed to be coming over later so we can have some. So you can also give me money for what we're going to do this weekend, which we'll talk about later. And I'm going to now send it over to you, Cadillac. Just text me and wake me up when you're done.
I just did a quick count. Okay, so I'm not going to name all of them.
Thank you, Jake.
So, since the last time we podcasted, which was 2 weeks ago, right?
Okay.
Right? Over 2 weeks ago.
I'll say sure.
I think it was Wednesday before I left on my trip.
I think you're right.
Which was 2 weeks and a day ago. I've checked in 32 beers. And you're not paying attention.
I hear you,
all.
32. And if we have to listen to all 32, we won't have any listeners anymore.
Oh, okay. I'll skip over. I'm going to skip over.
Jake is already listening to this right now. And in his head on the train, he's going, son of a bitch, I got to listen to 32 damn beers.
Yeah. Okay. I'll cut it down to like 30.
You're so generous. Give me 10. Give me your top 10.
I'm not sure I can do that without writing. Okay. I'll try. Okay. So I had KBS was the last check-in that we did for the last podcast. So since then, Stone Totalitarian Imperial Russian Stout. This is another one I think that's a really good value if you can find it. It's a limited release.
I still have it in my fridge, and I haven't cracked it yet.
Yeah. I have one more. I don't know if a lot of places are selling them as one-off bottles, but if you have to buy a 6-pack, buy it. It's a really good beer. I'll skip this one because it's podcast. Skip that one because it's podcast. Big Bad Baptist, Epic Brewing. This one was awesome. This is another one that's on. It should be on the. Although I should say, edit out my.
At any point, are you going to say a full sentence here? What are we doing? This section would go a lot faster.
This is
speak.
This is the Bearded Hops scat segment.
Wait a minute.
I fucking hate scatting. Epic Brewing, Big Bad Baptist.
Oh god.
Okay. So this one is like, I don't think this one's barrel aged, but it's an Imperial Double Stout.
Is that the Big Bad Baptist?
Yeah,
they do have a barrel aged
4.25
version of that, though.
Yeah. So the regular version I thought it was awesome. First time I've had it, 4.25.
And see, I've had the barrel aged. I haven't had the regular.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This one, if you see it, I recommend picking this one up.
They have it at that one place.
Is The one like
That
Antioch or
no, not that
like
place.
the two regular places you go all the time.
Right. At one of those places, yes. You just keep going. Shut the fuck up and just go. God damn.
All right. I had a drain pour Prairie Arts and Ales, which I had we've got. I'm gonna skip Prairie Arts and Ales.
This is going great.
It is going great. Let's see. Okay, I gotta find a good one. Oh, here's one. Duke Law Brewing Company barley wine. Hell on Wood.
Huh?
3.75. Hell on Wood.
Oh, I thought you said something else. Okay.
Never mind.
Exactly. That's why they keep going, dude. We're good.
A Belgian strong dark ale called Golden Draak. Absolutely phenomenal. This was a great one. 4.25. Loved it. There's another 4 from Imperium, Highland Brewing Company called Imperium. J-Dubs Brewing Company, Bell Cow, an American Porter, 4.25. Awesome. Let's see. Yeah, I had several sours from Brew Hub. So Brew Hub is the one that makes they brew and bottle or can Toppling Goliath's Pseudo Sue, as well as Cigar City's High Life. So I actually went to Brew Hub in Lakeland, Florida last week, and I did a flight of sours. Not all of them were great. Most of them are pretty good. I think all of them got a 3.25 or higher.
Did they make the better version of Pseudo Sue or no?
No.
It was the one that was in Iowa that's better?
And
Okay.
Decor,
I can never remember which one.
Yeah. If you find Toppling Goliath Pseudo Sue, get the one that's labeled Decorah, Iowa. That one's so good. I really, really like that. So Berliner Weiss. This was the Berliner. They call it Perliner Weiss. It's a Berliner Weiss. 3.75. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I had a 5 this week.
Oh no.
At Brew Hub. This is the one that they wouldn't let me take it.
Oh, you wanted to bring some home.
I wanted to take a bottle, a growler or something. They wouldn't let me take it. This Brew Hub is called Deep Dark Secret. It's an Imperial Milk Sweet Stout. It was amazing.
An Imperial Sweet Stout, is that what you said?
Yep. Imperial Milk / Sweet Stout.
You lost me at milk.
I know. You're not a lactose guy. All right, so let me skip ahead here a little bit because some of the other ones, my friend Mike gave me a bunch of beers from Baltimore, but they were all like themed, like, Pearl Necklace, Peg Leg, Double D, Hotback, Riding Easy.
I don't understand.
A little bit of a theme there.
I don't catch a theme. I don't get what you're saying. Anyway,
moving on, we'll jump to today. I had a drain pour today, Bare Bones Brewery, Best Buds, Pale Ale. Took a sip of it. It was awful.
I was waiting. I mean, you making that shape with your mouth, there's a couple of things could be going on, but I couldn't tell if that was going to be awful or awesome. Right, that one.
Awful.
Awful. What was it, an IPA?
Just APA, American Pale Ale.
All right.
This it's a brewery in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and I've heard really good things about this brewery. This one was
what was the average rating on it, though?
3.66.
See, somebody likes it.
Somebody likes it.
That's what I'm saying. You have these shitty beers, and you're like, somebody's drinking this. They're still making it.
Well, okay. So let me click on it real quick. We can really skip over the last couple. They're nothing. I didn't have anything special the last couple of days. So it only has 159 total check-ins.
Wow,
130. Yep, 133 unique. So it's fairly new, added November 17.
Okay, it makes sense then.
So I mean, there's a few people in Oshkosh that probably really like it. I thought it was awful.
Well, we've had this talk on the show, and not on the show, but yeah, having this dark IPA today, which is just, to me, is ridiculous calling it a dark IPA. It's an IPA. Like you just use some different grains to make it look dark.
I drank it today too. The Frostbite.
Yeah, there's nothing. there's nothing special about it being dark. You know what I'm saying? So, just IPAs in general just are not my thing anymore. I mean, there are a few that I like. I'll drink Two Hearted. I'll drink Hop Slam. One other
I
one
agree.
I can't even think of.
Well,
But
my favorite right now would be Mars Citra.
yeah, that's a really good one too.
That's a New
I
England
haven't seen it
IPA.
again since we got it that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mars
just-
Brewing out of Chicago. If you guys are in the Chicagoland area and you can find Mars beer, they're doing some really good stuff with, especially the hazy IPAs. They keep coming out with these different versions of hazy IPAs, and the Citra is the one that Jake and I came across the day that it was released when we were in Beer Bazaar. So we were lucky enough to.
There you go. There's the name of the play.
I know. We were lucky enough to happen to be there when the brewery delivered it to the store, and we had a can. The guys like, these were just brewed this morning, brewed in cans. So yeah, they're doing some good stuff. If you're in the Chicago area, try to find a Mars beer. I haven't really found a Mars beer not yet that I'm like, is bad. So but they're also they don't have any type of stouts as far as I'm aware. It's all IPAs. So
Yeah, IPA. Don't they do just regular pale ale
mm-hmm.
or APA or they're doing mostly pale ales of several
I guess
varieties.
I probably should go to their website before I commit to saying that. But the
Mars
only
is
thing I've
awesome,
ever
though.
seen in the stores from them has been IPA stuff. So
Yeah.
oh, they do. They have Citra in bottles. Interesting. I've never seen them. I've only seen them in the cans. But anyway,
And I would love to find some of that again. That's probably the best hazy / New England IPA
I think so.
I've had to date.
Yeah, I think it is. It's the best. But even some of their other ones are still good too. So now that you're moving closer, you can come down here more, and we can probably find it more because we should be
for
able to
sure.
find it. So I'm not finding Jack on their website. So moving right along.
You're not finding Jack.
Beers doesn't do anything. Your website.
All right.
doesn't.
Well,
Oh, there it goes.
we already gave the average rating of on Untapped, right? On this one?
Yes.
408. Beer Advocate has it very, very similar, 4.13, and 244 check-ins. Added to Beer Advocate 2 years earlier than Untapped.
Well, Beer Advocate's been around longer than Untapped.
Yeah, but Untapped has been around for quite a while, since way earlier than 2015.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Okay, they do a lot more than just IPAs.
Oh, do they?
Sorry, guys.
Eat your words, man. Eat your words.
They do a Maibach. They have a brown IPA. They have
I like my box.
Gose. What did I say it? Goza. They have a sour red ale, a Berliner Weiss, another Berliner Weiss, a pale wheat with some kind of tea, an APA, a smoked wheat ale, a barrel aged Groot ale, golden milk stout with wasabi root and vanilla beans.
Ooh.
This one I've had, the Midwest Shy PA, the double IPA. It's good. But yeah, they have a lot more.
Who makes does Mars do Juicy Pants? Or is that somebody else?
No, that is somebody else. I gotta maybe look that up. That's Chicago. Maplewood does Juicy Pants.
Oh, okay.
But
barrel aged one from Mars though, that might be a good one to try and grab.
Yeah, and I remember I still have that Golden Boy one for you in my fridge.
Oh yeah.
That's Mars too, that we picked up the same day as Citra. So I wasn't overly impressed with it.
Am I getting that on Saturday?
Yeah, we need to. We'll talk tomorrow so we make sure I get everything that you're owed because I have beer all over the place and some of it's for you and some of it's not for you. So I have no idea.
I just snorted for some weird reason.
You did. That was funny.
I've got 2 boxes sitting right behind me.
Oh yeah,
Behind the curtain.
Yes,
One
and,
box for you, 1 box for Jake.
So this is a good time to talk about it. So this coming Saturday, April 21st.
Yes.
We are Chad and I are meeting in and going to the Three Sheeps. Hi, Dustin Hoffman. Do the Three Sheeps. The Three Sheeps 6th anniversary. Is that what it is?
6th anniversary.
Yeah, 6th anniversary party. So
we're here, bitches. We are, and you got two bottles of cuvee behind you there as well.
Yes,
Three Sheeps. Love you guys.
We are looking forward to this one. There's going to be some good beer to grab there. We'll save some to review, of course. But it's going to be a really good time. So I'm looking. We've been looking forward to this one ever since we knew about it and bought the tickets and everything like that. So
yeah, it sounds like this is going to be. I mean, we talked about maybe doing a podcast from there, but this party that they're throwing is going to be massive.
That's what they're talking about. It's going to be pretty big. So.
Yeah, so there's no way we're going to be able to do a podcast there. It would be awesome.
Logistically, and with the equipment that we have, I don't think it'll work out all that well. So
no,
we're not going to sit back and enjoy it. So
they've got like 4 parking lots that they're borrowing from neighboring businesses for this party on Saturday.
It wasn't tiny. I mean, it wasn't like a Walmart parking lot, but their parking lot wasn't small.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got some good space.
Like Goose Island's parking, which was like, street parking.
Yeah. If you can find a space and then pay for it.
Yeah, in the neighborhood. So. Yes.
Yeah. So this will be fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Be a lot of fun. We'll take pictures, maybe shoot a video or two that we can.
Yeah, we definitely should shoot some video and maybe do a special pod, like a shorty podcast or something.
Shorty. I'm almost done. I'm getting there.
I'm close. I'm honestly, this is getting better as it warms.
It is.
I ain't gonna lie.
Mine was 55, and it's obviously warmed some. So
yeah,
it's getting better.
Yeah, mine is warmed significantly because it was in my regular refrigerator, and I'm down to the bottom, and I'm probably well above 50 at this point. I'm probably closer to 55. Using my calibrated tongue.
Please don't.
Don't make me laugh when I'm drinking. Seriously.
Get a joke. They also Mars has a Berliner Weiss with dill. A classic Berliner Weiss fermented in steel with a house mix of bacteria and yeast before we add fresh dill seed, and red pepper flakes for a little back of the throat spice. All right.
Okay.
You're getting a little bit Dogfish Head crazy there with the concoctions.
That's exactly who I was thinking of. But
yes.
I feel like that I've had a beer that had dill in it before, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, man.
And I have to go back and look.
Completely, utterly off the topic. I'm looking at my Untapped, and on the right side it has top beers. For me, guess what my number 1 top beer is here? I don't know if that's by rating. I don't know how they figure this.
It's got to be Bud Light. It's got to be Bud Light.
No, I'm not Jake, you dumbass.
I would have said Coors Light.
Jake's on the train right now just swearing his ass off at me. Everybody around him's like, where's this guy's swearing at? Casper.
Fuck you guys. Oh, okay. So how'd you do that? I
don't know why it's listed. See, but it's not listed as number 1, but it lists as top beers. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my 5 top beers there. So it's Casper, Sam Adams, White Christmas, which I do like. Game of Thrones, Three-Eyed Raven, Cuvée 18, thank you, Jesus, and Death Tar. Oh, my God, yes. So it's actually not that far off.
I can't wait till I get a Death Star. I've got Death Star and a
Straight
4-pack straight jacket. Oh God.
If you go to Untapped, go to okay, calm down there, Spanky. If you go to your profile, down on the right side, it has your like a badges, and underneath it has top beers.
Top beer. Oh, guess what mine is?
Casper.
Yep.
I was gonna say, you drink more Casper than I do.
Yeah. My number 2 is Stone Arch Vanilla Stout. Number 3, Bourbon County Brand Stout.
Yep.
I don't know how they get this list either. By the way, I did pass 500 unique check-ins this week.
Woohoo! Way to go!
Yeah. I got a badge for that too, and it was a 3 Sheeps check-in.
I'm 80 away from unique. I'm at 540 total. Also, do you have your top venues in there too? My top venue is Lakefront and Only Child.
My top venue is Little Swamico, Wisconsin, where I live.
Oh, because you check it out. My has Steelhead Brewing Company in Burlingame, California. I've been there one time. Why is this on the list?
Yeah, this is weird because my number 2 is the Brass Tap in Lakeland, Florida, which I do a lot of flights there, so I know there's a lot of check-ins there, and then number 3 is Badger State Brewing in Green Bay. Number 3 is actually your place, your house.
Yeah.
No, that's number 4. Sorry, Badger State Brewing's number 3. Number 4, I've checked in so many beers at your place called which is actually a strip club in Round Lake. But that's what I use for a check-in at your house.
That's so funny. Oh, I've never seen it. I don't even know where it's at, but it's got to be one of the most disgusting strip clubs ever to be in Round Lake. Oh my gosh! All right, my on at the end, sir.
I'm on my last drink here.
So I will say at the end of this, it definitely got better. The last half, it definitely got better than what I was expecting. More flavor came out as it warmed up. As I tend to see with all of these, the coffee comes out and the vanilla comes out as it warms up. So like that last swig was highly coffee, and I can definitely still taste the coffee on my tongue when I breathe out. So
yeah, totally agree with you.
I am staying at the 375 though, but it definitely got better as we went. So it was, I mean, if you can find it, try it, and you're probably gonna like it. And like we said a couple of times, for the price for a barrel aged, it's very good for the price. Really, really good.
Yeah. If you've never tried a barrel aged beer, this one being whiskey, I don't know. I don't know if we'd really be able to tell the difference between a whiskey barrel aged beer and a bourbon barrel aged beer.
I think the bourbon is a little bit more sweeter.
Well, that's what I'm thinking here is.
Yeah.
I think this one is probably going to appeal to a broader audience than a bourbon barrel aged stout. So, I mean, if you see this one, if you can grab it as a single bottle or even a 4 or 6 pack, it's definitely.
He just threw up on his mic a little bit.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to get a new muff.
Oh, geez. Yeah. So, wow. Well, that was good.
So yeah. I'm right there with you on the. We're going to be Twinkies on the rating here. 3.75 for me at the end.
5. Look at that.
Yeah, it's easy. It's just it's really, really good. It's not like it doesn't reach the exceptional category of 4, but it's. I mean, for the money,
you drink it again.
I definitely drink it again. It's really good. I drink it a little bit warmer to start next time, but really great beer.
Gotta scan mine from a check-in. Yeah.
Oops. Turn the volume down on my phone for some reason.
Let me get the old bearded hop stickers. Bearded hop stickers. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out and joining us here on the show today. Get my picture lined up from Untapped. There
This is a good one. I really enjoyed. It's good to be back, man. I mean, the work travel stuff. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I traveled and you traveled, and then my daughter's birthday was last week, so that kind of threw things off a little bit. We're finally getting back into things being somewhat normal, so it is nice. And if you guys don't know, we kind of changed our weekly release lineup.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about our new our editor.
Oh shit, I forgot about him. Do I have to talk about him? He's a dick. So
He is a dick.
We kind of changed our lineup a little bit. Where before we're releasing the podcast on Monday, then we had quick reviews Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then we had the Friday morning beer review. What we've done now is change it up a little bit so it's a little bit more themed. It makes it more fun for us because really that's all it's about. It's about us.
It's about us. I mean,
Monday,
it's our show, so it's about us.
Right. So Monday is the Monday morning bomb beer review. These are high ABVs, usually 10% or more, that will just make you forget that Monday sucked. It's really was the point of those.
Exactly.
Tuesday is the
Bomb
release
out.
bomb out. Tuesday is the release of the regular length podcast. So this one will release on Tuesday. Wednesday is the hump day. Hump day.
The intro on this one is just you guys got to watch it. I love the intro.
That was fun. Yeah, so it's a hump day review. That's just a beer to get you over that hump one day closer to Friday.
And that's Adam's. Adam's always going to do the hump day review.
Yep. Thursday is our day off to recover from the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then Friday, of course, is Chad has always had is the Friday morning beer review. Chad loves doing that beer review.
FMBR. I love waking up Friday and drinking me a beer.
Right. So that is our new schedule and our new release that we will be sticking to for a while. So be sure to check that out. You can find everything on, of course, beardhops.com. You can find all the links there. If you are listening to us via podcast, thank you so much. But you can also look at our ugly mugs and beautiful beard, at least mine is, on YouTube. And you can see us there.
Yeah. Your beard is a little bit better than mine. I did have to trim it up a little bit, but I still got a beard. But it's
You got a beard. No, you do. It's fine.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
fine. I'm not beard shaming you. Jeez. Calm down, bitch.
Yetch.
Yeah, so you can find us at beardhouse.com. You can find us on YouTube, everywhere. Just go to beardhouse.com and find the links to everything. How about that? Makes it easy.
That makes it very easy. That's the way to do it.
And we're done. Three Sheeps, we will see you this weekend. And, of course, by the time this is out, it was last weekend.
Man.
And it was an awesome
It'll be last weekend, but it will be so fun. And
It'll be fun.
it was amazing. I just tell you right now, it was amazing.
So the next podcast, you will hear us talk about it. So looking forward to seeing Dustin Hoffman again, our good old buddy.
Yeah, it's always good to see Dustin. He's a great guy, and he's not what you expect. I mean, he's really kind of nicer and more approachable than you'd think.
Yeah. All right, Chad, we're done.
Yeah, it's time to go eat some fish sticks.
That's not what I was thinking. I was going to grab another beer. Yeah. You go grab fish sticks. I'm going to grab another beer.
I probably will have another beer with my fish sticks.
What is the proper pairing with fish sticks?
It'd probably be something like blonde or IPA, I would guess. But
I probably haven't had fish sticks since I was under 20 years old.
Hey, what are you saying?
Well, Chad, what I'm saying is I haven't had fish sticks since I was 20 years old. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm not saying anything about you or your lack of taste or anything like that. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. I misunderstood. That's my fault.
Nope. Actually, I think you probably understood well. All right. Well, that's it, kids.
All right. Later, everybody. That was a lot of fun.
It was so
We'll
fun.
see you.
I had a blast.
We'll see you like, I don't know, in maybe a week or so.
Yes,
Maybe
unless you come to the website or you go to the YouTube, and then you'll see us tomorrow.
Or if you go to YouTube, you see me tomorrow.
Yeah.
You like how I cleared my throat right into the microphone?
That was awesome. It was so good. I'm not going to edit it out because it was perfect.
Or if you guys are listening and you come to Three Sheeps on Saturday, I mean, we'll be there. So you like totally get to meet us.
I will sign an autograph. And the first male that comes up to me and asks me to sign his titty, I will give them a free beer out of Chad's fridge.
I'll support that because I'm going to video it and it's going to be on the whatever we do for a podcast.
All right. Well, that's it. We don't know what the hell we're doing, and we never have. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Later.
Later, taters.
Taters, titters, whatever.